You're watching IGN Live at Gamescom. Thank you. Gamescom is the biggest video game convention on Earth, packed with hundreds of games, so we figured we'd cut through them all and tell you about the 4 best that we've actually played. Here to help me do just that is Mitchell Saltzman. Hi, Mitchell.
Hey, Ryan.
A lot of CG trailers out there this year.
Yeah.
So, actually playing a video game is pretty nice. It's nice to actually play something that isn't a short film.
There are actual games that you can play at Gamescom.
Unbelievable.
So
we thought we'd rank them, I guess, the best of the best of the worst, starting with the worst of the best.
The worst of the best.
Our least favorites of the favorites
exactly.
so far. Starting with AEW Fight Forever, right?
Yeah.
So you got to play this game.
I did. So the thing about Fight Forever is that it is what it's trying to be. This is a game that is trying to emulate that N64 era of wrestling game, which a lot of people think is like the golden era of wrestling games.
It's by far the best.
Yeah.
I agree.
And it succeeds at that. It has very much the same mechanics. It has the same, the same UI. There's like that momentum meter at the bottom right that kind of rapidly beats when you're close to special, and it's like a dying heartbeat when you're about to die.
Got some great weapons there you can beat people up with. That's a good time.
Yeah.
Apparently you can put your finger in someone's mouth.
On people's head.
Now, did it feel like a little wonky, a little rough around the edges?
It's a little rough. Rough is a good way to put it. Like the thing that bothers me the most about it is that if I hit with my first hit of a combo, the other hits of the combo should be guaranteed, right? It shouldn't be I hit and then I miss and I miss, and then I get hit because the other person recovered before I did.
Right. Well, let's jump on over, no pun intended, to a different game completely. Vikings on Trampolines. You got to play this game. I don't know how you could not be immediately in love with the title of this game, but tell me about Vikings on Trampolines.
What's funny about Vikings on Trampolines is that it's exactly what the title is. It is a game where you play as Vikings and you bounce on trampolines, and that's kind of the extent of it.
And it's multiplayer based,
It's multiplayer. So it's a really cool story behind this game. It's been in development for about 20 years, actually.
What?
It was a prototype by the developer at D-Pad Studios, who made a game because he wanted to play a game with his sister and didn't want her to just quit out when she started losing.
Right.
And so this is a game that can be played entirely with just the control stick. You play it with one hand. There's no button inputs.
Oh, interesting.
All you literally do is you bounce on the trampoline, you hold up to do a little flutter jump and get a little momentum to get you in the air. You hold down to go down faster, and then you move left and right. And
I really can't wait to play more of this game. And if you think it looks really beautiful, it's from the developers of Owlboy, who are they just make really, really pretty games. Let's move on to Wanted Dead, because I feel like I don't know anything about this game, but you got to play it.
Yeah, so this was a game I was coming into this, and I kid you not, I was kind of dreading the appointment because, look, this is a game from the developers, some of the developers of Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden is one of my favorite games of all time, and, it kind of hurts because, you have games like Devil's Third, you have games like Ninja Gaiden, what's that zombie Ninja Gaiden game?
Right.
In any case, there's baggage that comes from the developers of Ninja Gaiden. But I was actually pleasantly surprised. It's got really fast-paced action. It's difficult. There's this really cool move. I think you'll see it right here.
Yes.
Where you can shoot everyone, and then you can dash to everyone that you stunned with a quick execution.
Dude, I'm completely into this game. Look at all that blood. This is awesome.
Look at all the blood. And the blood splashes on you, and it persists. The execution animations, there's a ridiculous number of execution animations, to the point where I felt like, even though I played the game for 30 minutes, I never saw a repeated execution.
It feels a little No More Heroes-ish, but with a much kind of bigger layer of polish here.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this one, and I didn't know anything about it 90 seconds ago, so thank you. One more game I want to talk about with you that I really, really can't wait to play is Lies of P, which is basically Pinocchio meets Bloodborne. There's a lot of Soulsborne games out there. This one is specifically aping Bloodborne, my favorite of the bunch. Oh, maybe until Elden Ring. Tell me about this game. You played it. How's it feel?
Yeah. So what's funny is that I think it nails the Bloodborne aesthetic more than anything else I've ever seen, other than Bloodborne.
It's like overturned carriages in the streets and
yeah,
stuff like that.
It looks like Yharnam. You look at that and you can be like, okay, this is another part of Yharnam that we never visited in Bloodborne.
With a little more steampunk, right?
A little more steampunk. But I think what's interesting about it is that it doesn't really play super like Bloodborne.
Interesting.
Because when I think of Bloodborne, Bloodborne is a game where it's like attack, 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 attack. You
Yeah.
gotta, you know, if you get hit, you gotta get your health back. This game was a little more methodical. There's a block button. You can get perfect parry if you time your block at the right time. There's all kinds of special abilities that you can map to your Legion arm. It's called.
Yeah.
You can Spider-Man enemies towards you. You can, like, you know, shoot a string to pull them towards you. You can also pull yourself towards enemies.
I really like just the idea of like creeping around these streets. Like, look, right down there, there's already like a big enemy that is going to probably.
Oh my God, that guy wrecked me. We gotta wrap up this interview because you're gonna see me die on camera.
we can't have that.
I can't have that. I can't have my reputation tarnished.
Yeah, I really can't wait for this game. Okay, so you're actually not done playing video games here at all. Give me one game that you're excited to play after this.
One Piece Odyssey.
Awesome.
Biggest, like, I'm such a huge One Piece fan. This finally looks like a really good One Piece game, and I can't wait to play it.
Cool. Well, come back and tell me about it when you're done. Well, there you have it. Those were our 4 favorite games that we played at Gamescom so far, but this show is just getting started, so we're going to keep playing video games out there on the Gamescom show floor. So keep watching IGN Live at Gamescom for more. Thank you, Mitchell.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
Woo!